Hey, what's up, everybody? I just wanted to do a quick tutorial on how to fly a remote control airplane. First things first, as you can see here at the bottom left, you're going to see some of my controls. Now, this is set up for, I believe, mode 1. As you can see, your throttle here is going to be on the right. For mode 2, you would typically see your throttle over here on the left-hand side. So if you direct your attention to the bottom towards the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see the actual transmitter. Now, if it's mode 2, like most Americans, you'll see this stick over here be over here. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But if you direct your attention to the plane itself, as you can see, your ailerons are going to be right there. If I go left, the left one's going to go up, and if I go right, the right one's going to go up. Now, your elevator, which is going to make you go up and down, as you can see here, this is going to make me go up, that's going to make me go down. And then you have your rudder, of course. That's going to make me yaw left and right. And as I was telling you earlier, your ailerons are going to make me bank left and right or roll left and right. Okay, so that's all you really need. So where the four channels are, you have your ailerons, your rudder, your elevator, and then also your throttle. Okay, so that's your fourth channel. That's what they call a four-channel plane. So let me kind of bring it down the runway here and just kind of show. As you can see over here on my 6, I'm not giving it a whole lot of throttle. It has really responsive, so I'm going to turn the dual rates on, and we'll talk about that in another video. But we're just going to get it over here, kind of line it up on the runway, and you never want to line it up directly going towards you. You want to go it the other way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it about a quarter throttle. And during that quarter throttle, I'm going to use my rudder to straighten it up and make sure it's going the correct way. I'm going to use my mouse, make sure it's going down this runway straight. And that's why I choose this map as well, to show you, kind of make sure I'm trying to stay within this, okay? Now I'm going to do my best, but there's no promises there. So I'm going to give it about, like I said, about quarter, half throttle. And I'm going to try to maintain it in that direction. And so just a little bit of right rudder. And then now we have about half throttle. And then I'm going to give it a little bit more and start pulling back on the elevator. And as you can see, it just starts taking off. And that's your first thing. And what you want to do is you want to make sure you're flying circuits. So give it about 3/4 throttle. You never want to give it full throttle all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and give it about, half to 3/4 throttle, and we're just going to start using the elevator, or the ailerons, and then use the elevator to go up and down. So you're just trying to keep her level, and you want to make sure you're flying pretty high up, not low like this, because the main key is if you do make a mistake, you want to make sure that you can fix that mistake. So again, we're just doing these quick circuits right here, just doing big circles basically, and we're just going to give it a little bit. And as you can see, I don't need to hold left during the whole turn. It'll stay left. If you just give it a little bit of left, as you can see, on my controls here, because I have dual rates on, that's why you're seeing all this movement and you're seeing the plane not do hardly anything. If I turn the dual rates off, if you don't have an electronic, actual as you can see, I'm just giving it little bitty movements on the sticks, and look at it's turning. And then I'm not holding it in that corner either. It's staying in that corner all by itself. And then all I'm going to do is just straighten it back out and then let it go. And then I'm going to use that elevator again to make sure it's staying up. So I'm going to try to straighten it out a little bit and quit talking. But, okay, so, again, like your main key is here to get it up in the air, level it out. Sometimes, as you'll see, you may have to trim it out. So if the plane is constantly doing this, going left, and you're not touching anything in a centered stick, or it's going right, or it's going up or down or something like that, there'll be trim tabs on your actual transmitter, whether they're electronic or manual or what have you, but you'll adjust those the best you can, and to make sure it's just trying to fly straight. Even real airplanes have that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it in for just a little bit of a flyby, and again, make sure you stay on that elevator to pull back. If anything goes wrong, pull back and give it throttle. Okay, so this is a great plane to actually fly on, to learn on. It's a T-28. It's got tricycle landing gear, so it's actually pretty, it's pretty easy to land. It can land in a number of different places. You can even take the landing gear off, and you can just land it in the grass. One thing you don't want to do is you do not want to land in the opposite direction that you took off from. You want to land into the wind. You want to take off into the wind. So those are some of your basic, things to know about. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and see if I can land this thing, show you what it's like to land. Now, as you come in, you don't want to come in just direct towards you. You want to basically, give it about half throttle, bleed off some of your speed, and you want to come in kind of an angle, as you can see here. I'm not coming in directly towards me, but I'm going to give it a little bit more gas and pull back, and as you can see, I'm just using very small movements. I'm going to cut my throttle right when I'm right there at the end. And then you can use your rudder here to help turn to, you know, help maneuver your way around. And you want to use little rudder. You don't want to use a whole lot of rudder. You don't want to be like this. You want to be more like this. Okay? And it doesn't properly show it really on the simulator, but you know, that's why I'm showing it to you now, is because it's really sensitive. So let's take off, do one more circuit, and see if we can show you exactly what it looks like. And I'm going to show off a little bit so you guys can actually see what it's really like, what this thing can do. And flying airplanes is something that you can teach your kids. You know, old people love it. I mean, it's just, I know it's horrible to say old people love it, but it's true. I mean, like, you know, there's a lot of older guys that just love, you know, RC airplanes. They love World War II planes, and it's just a lot of fun for them. I mean, they really enjoy it. And I really enjoy it. It's really relaxing. And a lot of fun to fly. And very, very easy. It's easy. It's an easy hobby to pick up. It's a lot of fun. It's you know, fairly safe as long as you don't run the plane into yourself like I was trying to do. And you know, you can always get one of these simulators like I'm playing right now. This is Phoenix RC4, and this right here is, I'm playing it on my Xbox 360 controller. I didn't even go out and buy an expensive transmitter or anything, but I think you can pick up, you know, the transmitter that you can actually use on a real plane, as well as the simulator itself, all for like $50 or $60. So the price of a video game basically is going to give you a simulator, a transmitter that you can use on the actual airplanes, you know, in real life. And I mean, it's going to set you up for a while. So I mean, the most expensive thing about RC airplanes is the actual electronics itself. Everything else is just foam and super glue. Okay, so easy stuff. And if you crash and burn a plane, most of the time, all the electronics in a plane, you can typically take it out, put it in another plane. So really easy, not that expensive. So anyways, I just want to show you guys some of the basics, and if you guys have any questions or anything, you know, please let me know. I really enjoy doing these, so I'm going to do some more tutorial videos and things like that, okay? So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.